Good evening, chats. My name is Sornbuntha N. Today I would like to answer the question about the case study. Is it called dilemma? They are thrown in your soup, and I will continue to answer the question about number 3 and number 4 from Mr. Monyroth. And my question is about how will your organization deal with sabotage or misuse of the drone. The values of an or 2D2 drone is $2,500. And my answer is I will do organization and deal with sabotage or issue with Auto-D2 drone by in technology competition we need to choose or use technology with new modern and new new develop, and the value may be high aspect, but with new technology and modern we can easily finish or complete work for our customer fastly and correctly, and correctly with the technology compared to our partner. And by just make a system, and we just make a system to control the technology product. If we can make a system that can control perfectly about the drone that we use or Auto-D2, it might have installed sabotage or issue maybe fast, and we just easy to deal with it. And this is my answer about the question. And now go to the question number 4. Question number 4 is about many organizations already use electronic monitoring of employee, including sitting through website usage and email correspondence, often without the employee's direct knowledge. In what way might drone monitoring be better or worse for employees than convert electronic monitoring of web or email already? And my answer is if we compare about drone monitoring and electronic method monitoring, drone is better than electronic method monitoring, because if we make a system that can control the drone system right or perfectly, drone is easy to use, because we may spend just money for one time. We can use it maybe around 5 years or 10 years based on the quality of the drone. So drone is better than electronic, but we need to make a system that can control perfectly of the drone as well. And drone also can perform its job correctly and perfectly than monitoring electronic monitoring, and it may be spend little time to finish the job than electronic monitoring, because electronic monitoring sometimes used by human, so sometimes human is slowly for work than drone, because drone we just set a system and they make the work by themselves. We no need to spend people to look them, but electronic monitoring we sometimes spend people for work and spend people for look to work. And So we just set or make a good rightly our system to control the drone. So we we may have a job that we can get the result fastly than electronic monitoring. So that's all of my answer. So thank you, teacher, and everyone.
Hello teacher, so for the pair works, I'm gonna present about Apple Goes Global, and there's two members in my pair works, such as me, Phirum Raksmeyvimeanphakdey, and another member is Eng Sreyban. And for this case study, we have 3 questions. The first one is, what are the pros and cons for local and overseas labor forces of Apple going global? What are the potential political implications for country relationship? And for the second question is, as a U.S. corporation, does Apple and its management have a moral obligations to provide jobs for U.S. employees first? If this is the case, then does it put international employees at a disadvantage? And for the last questions is it possible for U.S. major to organize, motivate, and instill quality in their Chinese manufacturing facility? And me, I'm gonna respond for the first and the second question, and my member will gonna respond on the last questions. And for the first questions, we have 2 points, such as the growth of local labor forces. For example, in the US, when a company like Apple goes global, it has significant effects on both local and overseas labor forces, as well as on international political relationships. And we also have some pros and cons for labor forces and the potential political implications for country relationships, such as pros for local labor forces. Example, in the US, job creations in high-skilled areas. It means Apple global expansions can lead to the creations of high-skilled jobs in research, development, design, and management in the home country. And for the second point, economic growth. It means increased revenue from global market can lead to higher tax revenues and economic growth in the home country. And the last point, supply chain management. It means job related to the supply chain management, logistics, and distributions can grow as Apple manage in global operations. And for the con for global forces, we have 2 points. The first one, job loss in manufacturing. It means that local outsourcing manufacturing to countries with cheaper labor there can be declines in manufacturing job in the home country. And for the wage stagnations, the competitions with overseas labor market, where wage are lower, can lead to stagnations in reductions in wage for certain jobs. And for this slide, we're going to talk about the pros for overseas labor force example in the China. Job creations, it means Apple global expansion creates the job in the manufacturing, assembly, and customer service in a country where labor is more cost effective. And for the skill development, workers in this country can gain valuable skill and experience in high-tech manufacturing, which can contribute to local economic developments. And for the last point of growth for overseas labor forces is economic growth. It means the presence of the large corporation like Apple can contribute to economic growth in the host country to increase employment and infrastructure developments. And for the con for overseas labor forces, exploitation risk. There can be a concern about labor explorations, excluding low wage, poor working conditions, and long hours, particularly in countries with less signal labor law. And for the job insecurity, jobs in overseas manufacturing are often less secure and may be vulnerable and autos for shift in Apple global strategy. And for the last point of call for overseas labor forces, environmental impact. It means increased industrial activity in host country can lead to environmental degradations affecting local community. And for this slide, we're going to talk about the potential political implication for country relationship. And we're going to talk on 4 points. And the first one is trade relations. It means Apple global presence can strengthen trade relations between its home country and host country as Apple become an important players in international trade. And for the second point, diplomatic tensions. It means it can as labor practice, intellectual properties and market access can lead to diplomatic tension between countries. For example, Apple reliance on Chinese manufacturing has been a focal points in the U.S.-China relations. And for the third point, regulatory pressures. Host country may impose regulations on Apple to ensure compliance with local law, including labor standard, environmental protections, and data privacy. And this can create if regulations are seen as overly restrictive or protectionist. And for the last point, geopolitical risk. It means local global operation expose it to geopolitical risks such as tariffs, trade wars, and sanctions, which can impact in business and the broader economic relationship between countries. And for the question, to answer the question 1.16, we're going to talk about the moral obligation to the U.S. employee. About this point, we're going to mention about national loyalty and economic contributions. Even as an American company, Apple benefit from the U.S. legal system, infrastructure, education system, and economic environment. Some accuse that it creates a moral obligation to prioritize the welfare of the U.S. workers, particularly given the economic challenges faced to certain religions or industry within the country. And providing jobs in the U.S. can contribute to national economic growth because to have reduced unemployment and support the American middle class, which in turn sustains in the domestic market for Apple products. And for the social contract theories, the concept of the social contract suggests that businesses own something back to society that enable them to gain. From this perspective, Apple may have moral duty to invest to the U.S. workforce and in community as a way of fulfilling its role in the social contracts. And for the cooperative citizenship, companies often emphasize their role to the good cooperative citizen, and part of the role can be interpreted as supporting the national economy by prioritizing domestic employment. And for this slide, we're going to talk about the case again prioritize U.S. employee first. So we're going to talk about the global responsibility and fairness. It means Apple is a global company with a customer, an employee, and a stakeholder all over the world. From a moral standpoint, it could be accused that Apple has enough responsibility to treat all the potential employees fairly, regardless of nationality, and to provide opportunity wherever they are most needed or where the business can operate most effectively. And for the efficiency and competitiveness, the focus on efficiency is often linked to the idea that creating value and value globally rather than focusing exclusively on the US. And for the international disadvantage, if the Apple was to prioritize US job, it could place international employee at a distinct disadvantage. This may global inequalities as workers in the development country often depends on jobs provided by multinational operations for their livelihood. For the balancing invest, we're gonna talk about the local investment and ethical global practice. Local investment, we talk about it. Apple could invest in U.S. education and training to ensure a strong of talent for high school job. And for the ethical global practice. EPOL could also ensure its overseas operation provide fair wealth, safe working conditions and opportunity for advancements, thereby contributed to global developments while maintaining its competitiveness. And that's all for my point. Let's move to my member point.
First of all, I would like to pay my respect to Professor, and my name is Eng Sreyban. Today I will answer question 1.17 that will ask, is it possible for U.S. manager to organize, motivate, and ensure quality in their Chinese manufacturing facility? For the answer, I think yes, it's possible for U.S. manager to organize, motivate, and ensure quality in their Chinese manufacturing facility, but it requires a thoughtful approach that considers cultural differences, communication challenges, and the specific dynamic of the local workforce. And I will show some key consideration and strategy. And for this point, like I mentioned and I show in the slide, the first point is one, cultural understanding and sensitivity. Cultural and sensitivity. This point that you see in the slide, cultural understanding and sensitivity, we have 2 points to explain. And the first point is cultural differences. In U.S., manager must understanding the cultural context in which their Chinese employees operate. This includes recognizing differences in communication style, attitude toward hierarchy, work ethic, and motivational factor. And the second point, like I show in the slide, is building relationship. In China, building strong personal relationship is crucial for effective business operation. U.S. manager should invest time in getting to know their Chinese counterpart and employee on a personal level, which can help build trust and facilitate smoother operation. And second point, like I show in the slide, is for point 2 is effective communication. In effective communication, we have 2 points to explain. For point 1 is language barrier. Language barrier can be a significant challenge. While many Chinese employees in multinational companies may speak English, it's important for U.S. manager to be clear, concise, and patient in communication. Investing in language training for both U.S. managers and local employees can improve communication. And second point is nonverbal communication. Understanding nonverbal cues is essential as they can differ significantly between cultural. Like for example, indirect communication often preferred in China, like where direct confrontation or criticism might be avoided to maintain harmony. And point 3 will talk about adaptation of management style, like I show in the slide. And this point we have 2 points to explain. And the first point is leadership approach. U.S. management style often emphasize individualism, direct communication, and relatively flat hierarchy, where Chinese management may be more hierarchical and group-oriented. U.S. manager may need to adapt their leadership style and to be more directive and respectful of hierarchy while still encouraging innovation and feedback. And second point is motivational strategy. Motivational strategy in China, collective success, job security, and respect for authority may be stronger motivator than the interview achievement that is often emphasized in the U.S. And for point 4, that like visual in this slide, is ensuring quality. It has main 3 points that I will to explore. The first point is standardization and training. It means like implementing standard processes and through training is crucial to ensuring quality. U.S. managers should ensure that their Chinese team understand and adhere to same quality standards that are expected globally. And second point is continual improvements. For this point, it means like encouraging or cultural or continuous improvement can help maintain high quality standard. And the third point is quality control system. It's meant like implementing robust quality control system that include regular inspection, monitoring, and feedback loop can help maintain high standard. And 4.4 or 4.5, it's growth cultural training and support. This point we have 2 points that I will explore. For the first point is training process. It means like providing cross-cultural training for both U.S. manager and Chinese employee can help bridge the gap between different different culture and expectation. And the next point is local support. Local support it means like U.S. manager should consider the employee or laborating with local manager who understand the cultural and business environment in China. And for the next point is point 6 that will show you and I will to explore, and it's talk about incentive structure. It has 2 points like performance based incentive. This point will explore that is implementing incentive structure that reward quality, efficiency, and innovation can motivate Chinese employee. And the second point is recognition and reward. This point will explore about public recognition of good work, career advancement, opportunities, and financial bonuses can be powerful motivator in Chinese culture where collective recognition and respect from peer and superior are valued. And next point is point 7 will explore about legal and ethical consideration. This point we have 2 points to talk about and describe. The first point is complaint with local law. This point will show about U.S. manager must ensure that their operation comply with Chinese labor law and regulation. It means like this include understanding local employment contract, working hours and health and safety standard. And this point is ethical standard. Ethical standard. Maintaining ethical standard in operation, including fair treatment of worker and conclusion. For conclusion, while there are challenges in managing and motivating a workforce in a different cultural and legal environment, U.S. managers can successfully organize, motivate, and ensure quality in Chinese manufacturing facility by adapting their management practice, understanding effective communication, and quality control strategy. With the right approach, it is possible to align the goal and value of the organization across different geography and cultures. That's all for my part, and thank you, teacher, for your attention.
Greeting teacher, and so welcome to our presentation. We talk about the answering question, and we have 2 members, Sine and me, Sopheary, and so move to our content. For our content, we talk about the 3 questions. The first one is Number one, in high pressure work environment, is it more important to prioritize emotional intelligence over technical expertise when managing a team? And number two, should company be held responsible for fostering emotional empathy? Sorry for question number two. Should company be held responsible for fostering emotional intelligence among employee, or is it the individual responsibility to develop this skill? Question number three, does focusing too much on emotional intelligence in the workplace risk and undermining productivity and objective decision making? So move to the next slide. I will answering question number one. So for answering question number one, in high pressure work environment, is it more important to prioritize emotional intelligence over technical expertise when managing a team? This is a question. And for my team answer, so in high pressure work environment, technical expertise may not consider as more important than emotional intelligence. So this is the reason why. The first one, we talk about the stress management. Each should have leader and team member cope with stress and remains calm under pressure, making better decisions. The next, communication and collaboration. Strong EQ or emotional intelligence foster open communication, empathy, and teamwork, essential for navigating conflict and maintaining morale. The next is adaptability. Adaptability. Issue enable individual to adapt to changing circumstances, and unexpected challenges, crucial in fast-paced environments. Move to the next point is about the employee engagement. Leader with high EQ can motivate and inspire their team, leading to increased engagement and productivity. And the last one, while technical skill are essential for completing tasks, emotional intelligence is often the key to effective leadership and team performance, particularly in high pressure situations. So that's all for the answering question number one. Move to question number two and number three. Sina will present it.
So the next question is about, should company help be responsible for foster emotional intelligence among employees, or it is the individual responsibility to develop the skill? For my team answer is about, both company and individuals should share responsibility for foster emotional intelligence among employee. Um, because the first is about organizational culture. Company can create a supportive and inclusive environment that encourages emotional well-being and development. This includes providing resources like training program, mental health support, and flexible work arrangements. And another is about employee development. Individuals should take initiative to learn and develop their EQ skills through self-reflection, mindfulness practice, and seeking feedback. And another point is about sharing benefits. Both companies and employees benefit from a workforce with strong EQ. Company enjoy increasing productivity, better teamwork, and reduced turnover, while individuals experience greater job satisfaction, better relationship, and improve overall well-being. And the last is about, company individual by working individual can create a more emotionally intelligent and effective workplace. So the answer of question number two come to the end. I will move to the last question. The last question is about, does focusing too much on emotional intelligence in the workplace risk undermining productivity and objective decision making? For my team answer is, while emotional intelligence is crucial for effective leadership and team dynamic, an excessive focus on it can potentially undermine productivity and objective decision making. The first is about bias. Um,
Overemphasize on issue can lead to biased decision making, and emotion can influence judgment and cloud objectivity. And another is about productivity concern. If issue is prioritized to the detriment of other essential skills such as technical expertise or problem solving, it could negatively impact productivity. And another point is about balance. The key is to find a balance between issue and other important factor. Issue should be to enhance decision making and foster positive relation, but it should not replace objective analysis and sound judgment. And the last, in conclusion, while issue is valuable asset in the workplace, it is essential to maintain a healthy balance with other important skills to ensure effective leadership and productivity. So our presentation come to the end. So thank you, teacher, for paying attention for our presentation.